Let's talk about it. Today we're going to be talking about a McDonald's employee put her own manager to sleep because she claims that her manager was quote unquote picking on her. Man, this about it. Man, if you're just tuning in, hit that like button so that way it can help out with the algorithm moving forward. Also, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell feed so that way you can be notified every time I drop a video. Without further ado, let's get right to it, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in this store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect.
She needs to understand, huh? She has no respect too, huh? Interesting. I got a lot to say on this, but let's go ahead and continue on with this video, man.
Now, she's accused of plotting the murder of her manager at a McDonald's in Eastpointe, and now she's being held on a bond set at $25 million.
The 26-year-old Eastpointe woman faced a judge today as the family of the victim, Jennifer Harris, comes to grips with the tragic end to her life. Harris was stabbed to death Thursday morning at the McDonald's at 9 Mile and Schroeder in Eastpointe.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsonida was inside the courtroom today when the suspect was formally charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and we learned of her violent past.
New details coming out in court on Friday about the gruesome and what prosecutors say was a calculated way to take the life of a mother of 6 and hardworking employee here at McDonald's. The suspect pleading not guilty to a multitude of charges, including first-degree murder. She stabbed.
And guess what? Guess what she's gonna say too? She's gonna bring this bullshit to the judge, talking about, oh, I have mental illness. Mental health matters. If you claim to have mental issues, mental health, right, and you end up doing some stuff like this, the judge is going to find out if you on these documents that you are diagnosed with mental health, right? I don't think a lot of people understand that. If anything, the judge ain't going to buy that. Plus, they will also use this as a self-defense mechanism to not want to be held accountable for their actions. So that way they could get away with this shit. And I'm getting sick of this shit, bro. Getting sick of that crap, man. If anything, this woman, she's not no little girl, not no child. Cut all the crap out, my nigga. We're not doing this, bro. We're not giving this person no excuse. We're not giving anybody, I don't care if it's a male or a female, no excuses whatsoever for committing this type of act right here, bro. We're not doing that. We're not doing this no more. You committed a grown woman-ish. Now you're going to deal with some grown woman-ish. It's that simple. Continue.
The victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times, eventually causing her death.
Prosecution laying out the gruesome details of how 39-year-old...
Again, there's no way in hell she has mental health problems. Excuse me. She knew exactly what the hell she was doing. She planning this the whole damn time, bro. She planning this the whole damn time. How can you sit here and say that you had mental health problems, but you knew exactly what the hell you was doing? It was all planned, bro. It was all planned in your mind. And then you want to use this. Oh, I have mental health. I have mental issues. I have PTSD, bipolar depression, or whatever she will use as a self-defense mechanism to not want to be held accountable and not suffer the consequences that she's going to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Just think about what I'm talking about. Anyway, continue.
Jennifer "Jamma" Harris lost her life at her place of work at the Eastpointe McDonald's near 9 Mile and Schroeder Thursday morning. The suspect accused of her murder, 26-year-old Eastpointe resident Afeni Muhammad, appearing in court virtually pleading not guilty. Her attorney arguing that Muhammad has had a difficult past.
She was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical.
Detectives say Thursday morning Muhammad was sent home from work early. Before leaving, she told her manager and the victim that she'll be back.
When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hooded mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
Eastpointe police tell me in their investigation they also considered the suspect's social media posts where she is seen waving around a knife in one Instagram video and discussing being sent home early by Jennifer Harris in previous incidents.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that.
Due to the suspect having...
And this is why, the real reason why we are better than them. I'm not talking about all men. I'm talking about specifically productive men, productive black men, productive men in general. It doesn't matter the race at this point, man. But the real reason why we are better than them is because we will never, and I mean we'll never make poor decisions like taking out our managers. If you feel like your boss is treating you unfairly, then you got, there's so many ways you could handle the situation, man. It's either one or two things. Either one, report your boss, or either two, simply quit and go find another one. But instead, you want to pull this. You want to crash out. You understand? I'm telling you, man. Women, doesn't matter the race, majority of women cannot resolve conflict resolution. And that's one of the biggest problems when it comes down to women in the Western region. Continue though.
A record in Virginia for a similar crime involving another knife. The judge set her bond at $25 million cash or surety.
Due to the severity of the charges and the habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight.
If convicted, Muhammad could be spending the rest of her life behind bars. She's due back in court July 23rd for a probable cause conference. Meanwhile, I reached out to McDonald's representatives who tell me that this location where the crime occurred will reopen to the public on Saturday. In Eastpointe.
Yeah, I hope they throw the library on her ass, bro. I'm dead ass serious. I hope they throw the library on her ass. Don't give her no slap in the wrist. Don't give her like a short period of time. No. This is what these women been crying and bitching and complaining about and even marching for. This is what they marched up for. All the way to the White House for. You remember equality? But I know that's not what they really want. And I have said this numbers of times on my other videos about these feminists, man. They don't want no equality. They really want is control in translations. I want to play this to y'all. And this right here is very, very, very cringy. Now tell me what y'all think. Let's go.
My mama died trying to take care of us. No, your mom died bullying a little girl. Your mom died taking advantage of a little girl and taking advantage of her position. That's why your mom died. I've seen a couple TikToks of that girl that killed that manager at the McDonald's. She had been posting TikToks before this happened, and she expressed her concern and how tired she was of this girl bullying her. This lady was harassing her.
Again, this is not a little girl. She's a grown-ass woman. Just like You're a grown-ass woman. Y'all some grown-ass women, grown-ass Keishas, as I would call them, personally. Grown-ass Keishas with a 5-year-old mindset. And you want to know why productive men or high-value males, high-value men, wherever you want to call them, you want to know why they avoid y'all. You want to know why y'all single right now today. You want to know why? Mentality like this. And this is a good thing, too, that social media is around for a reason. So that way we could really, really find out who you truly are. Fellas, I'm going to give you a word of advice, man. A wise man once told me this, and I'm going to tell y'all this. The next time y'all go on a date with a woman, man, let the women talk. If you happen to ask her a question, let the woman talk. You want to know why you should let women talk? Because you trying to get to know her just like she's trying to get to know you, or pretty much to say at least trying to get to know your wallet. But you trying to get to know her to see if she's wifey material or not. So let her talk. Let her talk. You are carrying the conversation, but just let her talk for a reason. You want to know why? Because women like this will pretty much tell on themselves. They will tell on themselves. And 9 times out of 10, they will talk themselves out of a good man. And they wouldn't even realize that. And then you'll see them back on TikTok with them story times, coming up with a story about you. They might not even say your name, or they probably will say your name, who knows. And talk about their date with your ass. How it went out and all that shit to the world. You understand what I'm saying? So let the women talk. Understand? But anyway, just had to drop that out there. Continue.
She was bullying her. She was sending her home early every day. She even went on her day off to make up for some hours. She's a manager. She's the one that has to approve for her to go on her day off to
and
make
how
up
you
hours.
know that?
And when she got there, she sent her home.
And how you know that? Was you there? No, you just gotta go by what she said. You know what I mean? Women gotta stick up for each other. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I got it. Continue.
You don't treat people like that. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people have went through. And you don't know when people are gonna snap. You got all these kids and you left all your kids because you couldn't just be fucking nice to someone. You couldn't just be nice, a good fucking human being. You couldn't do it. I'm not glad that happened to her. I don't think anybody has a right to take someone's life. You didn't give life, God did, so you don't take it. But this is a perfect example of what can happen if you're a shitty person.
Am I hearing this right? Let me rewind this part back again, man. Hold up.
I don't think anybody has a right to take someone's life. You didn't give life, God did, so you don't take it. But this is a perfect example of what can happen if you're a shitty person.
This is the reason why, again, like I said, let the women talk for a reason. They end up telling on themselves. And once again, how do you know that this McDonald's manager was a shitty person? You going off what the McDonald's employee says? You going by her words? Women, continue.
I'm not saying she was a shitty person. I'm saying it looks like she was taking advantage of her position of manager.
In other words, you're saying that she is a shitty person. What the fuck is you saying? Continue, man.
At that McDonald's. I don't think she planned it. I don't think she's gonna go to prison for the rest of her life. She'll probably get manslaughter. I think she was tired of the bullshit and didn't think about it and just went inside and did what she did. But this is what happens when you're a shitty human being, when you're shitty to other people.
And yet, if a man happens to do that, if a man does the same thing that she did, she'll be singing a different tune, right? He should be held accountable for his actions. So how come she can't be held accountable for her actions? Why? I'll tell you why. It's easy, it's simple. She's a woman. A black woman to a sort. Keisha. See the double standards right here, bro? But yet, it be white knights, beta males, these simps, the real true incels, the naive suckers out here in the world will tell you otherwise. That guys like me hate women. We're misogynistic. We're sexist. Continue.
I don't know if she was treating her different because she looked different. I don't know. But this is
key word. You don't know. You don't know. So why even making this damn video to begin with? You just want some attention. Attention to women is their form of currency. It's like giving them money for free. And y'all run into women like that. Try to get their approval. This is why you're a sucker if you're watching this. Continue.
This be a lesson to all of you guys in position of power.
Oh, really?
Let this be a wake-up call for all of you guys.
And yet, these feminists will sit up there and tell y'all that men are trying to set them back 600 years of oppression. When logically, the feminism movement hijacked the civil rights movement and regurgitating the same lingo that they've been saying, all because they don't want to be under a male's authority in a relationship. Well, this right here, this McDonald's manager is not a male, this is a female. So, etc. Altogether, women just hate authority. They hate their boss's authority. They hate the man that they're in a relationship with's authority. They hate their father's authority. They hate the police authority, the judge's authority, the president's authority, the governor and the mayor's authority. Hell, they even hate God's authority. They hate authority, period, if it doesn't align with their agenda, if it doesn't benefit them whatsoever. Anyway, man, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I want to see what y'all talking about, man. This is crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. It's your boys, Illz, Keeps It Real TV, signing out. Peace.